Hey everybody.
Greetings.
What up?
So, just a brief overview of what we're gonna do today on our stream. We have a date for the Indiegogo, and we're gonna announce that soon. We're gonna go over the polls that everyone had voted on our new forums. And if you don't know about our new forums, we'll be showing you a link to that as well. We're gonna show off some inventory stuff that we did recently, and then we got something really cool to show off after that. And then after all of that, we'll have questions and
It
so
would
yeah.
be worth saying that all again once everyone's actually here.
What?
Because I mean, like you just started it and then like no one.
Yeah, well, it's
No.
being recorded. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
but
our announcement for the Indiegogo date, we're gonna do it. We're gonna launch the Indiegogo on July 13th. So mark that on your calendars. We'll post it another announcement about it on our forums and on our websites and on our Twitter and all that stuff. But it's July 13th is when we're launching our Indiegogo.
July 13th. Whoa!
hands in
Yeah,
the
it's
air
gonna be
like you
great.
just don't care.
My hands are in the air, actually.
And we'll have a new ball race demo to go with that as well, a playable demo
Woo!
that you can download with a
And it
bunch
actually
of
works
bug
this
fixes.
time.
Yeah, a bunch of bug fixes for all that. And then, if you guys don't know, I'm going to link here real quick. We launched a new forum just for Tower Unite stuff and also for future Pixeltel games, and it's forums.pixeltelgames.com. And that's pretty much all the announcements for right now. I do want to go through the polls. We did weekly polls on our new forums, and we had like at least 55 people, and 49 it seems for this one. We had two weekly polls about certain things regarding what we're doing and what our plans are for the game. The first poll was the condo building stuff, and we wanted to get your opinions on like how advanced and intricate the condo building tools will be. And so we got the results, and we've decided that we're going to have a system where we'll have pre-made room pieces that we design, and then you can go into an advanced editing tool mode, which you can like drag and drop walls as well. So it'll kind of fulfill both things that everyone wants. Um, you'll be able to step into the condo editor and see a bunch of rooms that are made, and then if you really want to get advanced, you can start um, easily doing that as well. So that's our decision on that poll. And then our next poll was the boardwalk attractions. We wanted to ask what people were excited about for boardwalk, the new features that we want to add. One thing was food-related shops. We'll definitely have food-related shops now, based on community feedback. And then the top-rated boardwalk attractions in order was bowling, then roller coaster, and then bumper cars. But shooting gallery and bumper cars were very close. So that was really interesting to see. And we have just wait on that one. Let's see what else. I will show off the inventory stuff. We've been building the inventory system for the new Indiegogo. And so I've been working with Zach. Zach's been doing all the inventory, like back-end stuff. And right now, we've decided that. Let me pull up the store here. 1 second. So for the new UI, we wanted to do something where it's more inclusive, more 3D.
Did you just call it new I?
No, I didn't call it new UI.
New
I
UI?
said
New
new
I?
UI. Yeah.
That's gold right there,
One
by
of the
the way.
things we'll have is search filters. We'll have right now it's not in this yet, but we'll have icons for like furniture items and other stuff to kind of make it easier for you to navigate through. So you can see everything's in 3D. You can purchase stuff. The inventory goes to your player and it saves and all of that stuff works. And a lot of that work has been done by Zach, which is really cool.
Yay! It's me.
So this is all working, and this is what we're thinking for right now. And then I can actually show you it in game. We have a little test map. It's nothing really fancy yet, but it shows off the functionality. So we'll have stores, NPCs as well still, and you'll be able to. It'll go to the other screen I'm showing you. We don't have that yet, like that transition yet. But a chair. I'll get a modern chair as well. And all the sounds are all kind of placeholders as well too, so don't worry about that. And then we'll just do the lamp. The lava lamp. Alright. So one of the things that we've been also posting about on our forums, if you check it out, we have developer kind of updates and statuses of what we're doing. The inventory, this is just kind of a basic mock-up. Some of it works, not all of it works. We're kind of going for something that's really easy to access. One of the things that we want to do is have the furniture items always accessible for you. So you like no longer have to have that trunk. If you're familiar with Gmod Tower, you won't have that trunk. It'll all be kind of available on your inventory bar now. So right now, and then the search and filters will be standard throughout all of inventory stuff. So we got this chair, and you can place it down. It's pretty cool. You can rotate it. One of the things that we're also going to be working on is being able to color items as well, because that's something people have requested in the past. So we got that kind of working. We've got, toggleable items like this lamp. And then we got like a more advanced thing. The lava lamp animations aren't done yet, but it's got different colors and stuff. Let's see what else we had. We had some other...
Oh my god, that lamp.
Oh, I gotta give myself some items, or money.
We put the sun in a lamp, so...
Yeah, don't worry about the exposure and all that. Oh, that should give me more money than that.
Welcome to Murder City.
Oh my god, I need more. There.
What's up?
Fireworks. Alright. Potion. Not mess with that. Oh, trampoline.
Welcome to Murder City. I'm the mayor.
So yeah, we got interactable items now. So that was a big deal to us to get that going from the beginning. And we'll have a more refined showcase of those items for IndieGogo. And cool, and that's about it for the inventory stuff right now. It's an expanding portion of our game. We'll be adding a lot of features, and we'll have more polls about what kind of features you guys want to see for the inventory. It's something that we believe strongly in, and we want to get that. We want to get everything right. And then I will let it go to Zach. If Zach, you want to show him the cool thing.
Go, Zach.
I get to show the cool thing. Alright, give me just
Yeah,
one
which was the
second.
cool thing? There's like 10 cool things.
Yeah, it's like 10 cool things.
Scott,
No,
are you ready to do this?
Oh, are we doing the cool thing?
Yeah.
All
We're
right,
doing the cool thing.
Alright, let me
Just
open up the cool
switch
thing.
The camera.
Hang on.
Actually, let me close the other cool thing.
Oh, yeah, wait
Opening.
till... Stop streaming for a sec, Scott. Wait till we get it all turned on.
Didn't see anything. How do I stop stream? I'm so... Ah! Okay, we're good.
Good. Alright, go ahead and join to the IP and then we'll get this going.
Oh, I'm in, baby.
And you guys can feel free to ask questions during the stream, because we'll round them all up and answer them at the end too. So you can ask questions right now if you want.
It's good old-fashioned roundup.
So...
Hold on.
wait till...
Okay, there we go.
Okay, you're in? Okay. So for the past 3 days, I've been working closely with Matt Young on making bowling for Tower Unite, as that was voted as something that people really wanted on our developer polls. So we've been pulling this together over the past 2 days. I'll show it to you now. Got streaming turned on now, so.
Alright, turn around, monitor up. Here we go.
Okay. So, why don't you go ahead and start?
Alright, so as soon as anyone watches me bowl, I'm bad at bowling, but here. Da 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 da. Ooh! Oh, shoot. I was getting non-stop strikes earlier, I swears it.
Yeah, what happened, dude?
Stop! It was a split. Those are difficult.
So currently we don't have a control scheme yet, but my plan is that we're going to do a sort of gesture-based mouse movement thing where you can actually roll the ball like you would with like a Wii remote or something. So that way it actually takes like a degree of skill rather than just choosing a direction and clicking go.
Choosing direction of this random direction thing. I don't like this.
Yeah. Um, so that's something I'll be working on soon. Everything about the bowling right now is to strict regulation. I researched all the measurements to make sure that the lanes are regulation size. The bowling pins are designed to fall over after 10 degrees of tilt, which is regulation. So the physics are relatively accurate. Needs a little bit tweaking in some areas, but it's pretty darn close. Also, we have some sounds in. I don't know. Can
Oh yeah,
can you hear the
sounds aren't broadcast. Ooh, see, oh what? No, that was almost a strike. Damn it. Dang it.
Sounds do not broadcast, but I can look. I don't know.
Well, you can load it up in a bit, but yeah, that's
Oh,
that's what
Zach,
we've been-
Zach, do the slow mo thing.
I'll do the slow mo thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
like go behind it, and then it'll do like the dramatic Big Lebowski
Okay.
intro.
Slow motion.
I love it.
Bowling's all networked as well.
Yeah, so we're playing multiplayer right now. That's Scott.
Hello.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna
Eating
get back
chips.
behind it here. All right, whenever you're ready, dude. Oh, this is the
All
one
right.
before I fix the pin setter. Oh wait, no, it's right. Never mind.
Oh yeah. I gotta do that.
Is it gonna be a strike?
Oh,
The
Oh!
pink line is a debug trace I left in by accident, but just ignore it.
Here's the sounds.
We need to fix these models up a bit, but that's the whole
It was nearly a
super arm
strike. I'm
thing.
rounding up.
Nearly a strike.
Oh, I just gotta get her wrong.
Yeah, the graphic settings are like full everything. Like we just test at full graphic settings just to, just like for performance. So I mean, the motion blur is one of the things that is enabled and can be disabled.
All right,
Obviously.
Yeah, we want to make it as high res as we can, so that if you have a really good computer, you can still get, really good detail out of the game. But also, if you have an lower end thing, it'll look good as well. So we're
Got it.
testing on both.
Ooh, that's
High-end and
that's
low.
spare.
And
that's a
machines.
spare.
Oh, it was good. It was good. Go me.
Nice shot.
Thanks, made myself.
So yeah, with the inventory stuff, with the bowling, we've got the persona
Uh-oh.
stuff going down, which is the customization of the characters. We don't want to show that off yet, but we have the back end of that done. Everything's starting to come together.
What was that? What did you just do?
We gotta call the NPC out to pick it up.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
get it,
No,
Zach.
we didn't hire him yet. I gotta go pick it up myself. Here, I'll get it for you. Okay, don't worry.
Just in case you guys missed it, we're gonna have our IndieGogo on the
Oh,
on the July 13th,
hey, who's this chump? Who's this?
and we'll be showing a new trailer. And something that kind of needs to be stressed is, like, this will be our last crowdfunding campaign we'll be doing, and it'll be on IndieGogo on July 13th. If we I hate to be brutal, but if we don't make the funding for that crowd campaign, we most likely will not make this game. So we've been working really hard recently to really show off what our vision is for this game. So we hope you guys like what we've been doing recently. And Zach, do you want to start doing questions, or?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start doing open up for some Q&A. Q&A. So ask us questions. We'll write them down and answer them.
Yeah, in the meantime, we'll just show some of the bowling stuff.
Fooey, this is my lane.
Oh, it's not. I'm taking control of it now.
Also, your score is atrocious.
Shut up. I beat you earlier. So remember that.
You're making a mess. You're making a mess of my lanes. You're banned from this bowling alley, Philly.
Oh, come on.
Look at what you're doing. You're ruining it.
It was that way.
Didn't you see the rules when you came in at the entrance? It says, don't do what you're doing right now.
Eat and bowl.
No, you can do that. You got one hand free, dude.
Yeah, you got one hand free.
Alright. So we're compiling right now.
Cool.
They're compiling?
Compiling all the questions into...
Questions, so we
question
can answer them all in one go.
Making the questions.
Just make them down into assembly.
into assembly.
Yep. Uh-oh, I did it again.
Yeah, you did.
Alright. Just bear with us one moment, guys. Pull up these. Okay, so one of the first questions was Oculus support. Yes, we'll have Oculus support. I'm not sure if it's going to be on launch, but it's definitely something we're working towards. Also, Steam Vibe is something that we're going to be doing too.
Ooh, that strike. See that?
Let's see.
Good.
Good strike.
Someone asked about physical ball item. Yeah, we'll have all sorts of new items this time around from Gmod Tower. Like all sorts of crazy items, and we're really going to push the items before release. So there'll be more items than there is in Tower, probably. In Gmod Tower than there is in this game. Because we'll probably have...
Oh no.
excuse me. A good chunk of the original items, and then we're going to add a lot more on top of that. Pre-orders. Fusion asked. Yeah, we're gonna have early Steam early access, so that would basically be the same thing as pre-order. And then past that, we'll probably have another week before the game launches for pre-orders as well. Will there be room sets for first-time players? Yeah, we'll have room presets for the condos, and then you'll be able to edit it. And then, as Zypher asked, is 30k going to be the minimum amount to make the game? We're still figuring out the numbers on what we want, or what we rather need for the minimum amount for the IndieGogo. So I'll get back to you on that one. And then Mod X-Man asked if Terry Unite's a separate server. You can host your own servers, so it can be pretty much anywhere in the world. I hope that kind of answers your question. It's a little bit, it's a lot different from Gmod Tower the way it's hosted. And then Selena asked if donor status will carry over. That's on our FAQs. If you check out forums.pixeltelgames.com, a lot of those questions are already answered. But the short answer is yes. And then Super Gamer XP asked if donors, the same question. So yeah, just go check out the FAQs on forums.pixeltelgames.com.
Did we actually put the FAQ on there?
Yeah, it is.
All right. We should put a little link to that on
Yeah.
the main front page.
If you don't mind, you can link it in the chat, the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Donor Glow will not be there, but there will be an item that does the same thing, but it'll be available to the general public. So, yes, you'll be able to customize furniture, like changing color, as we showed. I think it's a question from before. Posters will be making a return. Tower Unite will be replacing Gmod Tower. All the game worlds, we call them game worlds now and not game modes. Mod X-Man asked if the games are going to be there. most of the game worlds are going to make a return with adjustments, improvements. And then new story. Yeah, we're gonna have new UI for the appearance editor as well, and it'll be very similar, or have similar features to the store UI, so you'll be able to search and all that. Infinite inventory space. I believe infinite is a good way to say that there's tons of slots. So yes, in theory. Posters make a return. Yeah, we're set. All right. That's pretty much all the questions I got right now. So I'm gonna go through and compile more.
Mac, look at the chat. Chat.
What is it?
Chat.
Yes. All right. Zach mentioned something. We should probably show off the other thing, I guess.
Yes.
I didn't want to. You know, it's not finished, but I'll show it off.
All right. You should show it off. Who's gonna show it off? Actually,
I'll show
I
it
can
off.
show it. Okay. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
I
running
got the
this.
monitor.
Okay.
I'm loading it up. I'll just go through some more questions here. Let's see.
Yeah, we're gonna show you something else that's kind of cool. So, everybody hold it down.
Yeah, we've been working on a lot of things. It's kind of all over the place right now. We're trying to get as much as we can done.
Yeah.
Let me pull that up.
If anything, it's gonna create more questions, I think.
Probably, but it's okay. We're logging all the questions, so we'll get to them all.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, I should show it off with that fancy thing I was working on. Yes, I will. Okay, so we've been working. I'm gonna switch it right now. We've been working pretty hard on quite a lot of different things. I got a quick little animation because I felt like it. But we've been remastering a lot of originally what we envisioned for Tower into Unreal Engine, and it's been taking quite a bit of time, but excited to show it off right now. Let's see. Let me pull into the game real quick. Where's that camera? I'll just walk around and show you the changes that we've made. My mouse cursor didn't break. Alright. Sorry, bear with me one sec. Let's fly around. Okay, so we've been recreating everything that we really liked from Lobby 2, and we've been kind of like, we're slowly adding new features to it, you know, rebuilding the things that we feel that needs to be redone, you know, and one of the things is like the arcade we're working on, you know, the casino building we're working on making that look a little better. In our last stream we had day night. We're working on a new game worlds building to really show, like, you know, these are really big things, and you can actually see the games building from like everywhere, which is something that we really wanted to emphasize so that people will know, like, those are the things. What else did we do? Boardwalk we're currently redoing. It's not ready yet to show, so it's still the same thing. We're starting on the new bowling building as well, and it's Go animations. It's pretty cool. And then let's see, what else was there? I'm trying to remember. I showed this last stream, but it's a little bit more mature now. It's got more stuff to it. I think that was about it so far. Yep. So we've been working hard on kind of bringing back our vision for this whole game, and the lobby is that thing that combines everything together. So just want to show that off, and I'll start answering questions again in a second. Zach, I'm gonna switch over to your camera again.
I'm just roaming around the bowling area and looking like a dummy. So.
Well, that's fine because I'm gonna answer questions.
All right. Yeah. Figure out something else to do while you do that.
Okay. Alright, next set of questions here. Kyle asked if we make it so that other players can't go into the lanes or collide with the balls in bowling. See how
Want me to take that?
Yeah, you take that one.
So that was just sort of a demo of the general game flow. Basically, I'm testing out like the pin setters and the balls and the physics and that stuff. But we're gonna have it be more like kind of Wii bowling, where it's like you get up to bowl and then you perform like a mouse gesture to actually roll the ball. So it's not gonna be like you're running around the bowling alley doing stuff. It's more like you join a game and then it's more structured. But it's gonna have some nice controls that I think people will enjoy. And it's going to have team bowling, so you can have one team on one side of the lane and another team on the other, and then you can do like a sort of team match, or you could even do like a tournament. So I'll be working on all the logic to set that up.
Okay. I saw one question. Someone was saying, why are we choosing IndieGogo over like doing another Kickstarter? One of the things people constantly asked us was about PayPal support, and Kickstarter does not have PayPal support.
But IndieGogo does.
But IndieGogo does. So that was one of the major reasons why we were deciding to do IndieGogo. Another one is the flexible funding. That way we can like set like a high goal, and like if we don't reach that goal, or whatever, we can figure something out so we can still have, because our interest is to make sure that this game comes out, and flexible funding will really help us with that. And let's see. Now I'm going to start answering questions here. Will Tower Unite be available on console? No, this is a strictly PC game. If we're going to have a console port, that'll be announced way later in development. Right now our main platform is PC. How do you guys collaborate when you're creating a game? We are on Skype all the time, and Hangouts. There is no Trello development page right now, but you can go check out our forums. We post frequently there. And feel free to ask questions on the forums as well, because we do answer those pretty quickly. New and improved piano. Yes. And we answered this on the forums as well. It will have MIDI support. We're going to be working towards that, so that you can plug in like a MIDI keyboard or a piano, and it will hook up natively. League of Alpha builds to YouTubers. That's something we've considered. How much? I'll answer that later. Lua integration to make add-ons. That most likely will not happen. We'll have workshop tools that will make a lot of like the modding a lot easier for people.
We'll probably be using Blueprint for some of that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
is actually a lot better than Lua in some cases.
Blueprint's very user-friendly, in my opinion, and it's
Yeah, and
great for
also
visual people.
we'll be adding a lot of functionality to it to like make it even easier.
You mentioned that you won't likely make the game if you fail the funding. Yeah, that's I mean, what we've shown is a lot. You know, we worked really hard on what we have, but we need funding to actually continue making the game and actually be able to release it. We won't be able to like finish off the game if we don't have funding, because it's such a big game. You know, we've only shown off like the lobby, but there's just all these game worlds that we still have to, you know, really work on and get them to a really professional level. So a lot of the funding that we need is going to be towards the development of the games and you know, development of everything really. So we won't be able to finish the game with what we have. There's a lot of work to do still, but it'll be very interesting. Um, you know, once we're funded to show off everything that we're working on and collaborate with the community, because that's something that we really care about, is, you know, collaborating with the community and making the best game that we can. Let's see. Bowling alley rules. Yeah, we're gonna have lots of tutorials and rules and stuff in this game compared to Gmod Tower, so everyone should be able to know how to play everything. So you won't have to like deal with people that don't know how to play the games. So there'll be rules everywhere. Yeah, I got that one. The IndieGogo will last 30 days. Eric Omega asked how long it would last. And then Fusion asked if there are any dedicated servers. Yeah, there'll be dedicated servers. We'll host some official dedicated servers ourselves, and then people can host their own. We'll give out a dedicated server. EXE. And no game world footage yet. And yeah, I answered that about the central server. That's Skype asked. And let's see what else we have. Air Creating Cool Name asked, will we be able to change the skybox like Lobby 2 was supposed to have? Yeah, one of the things with the condo is like this time around there'll be a lot of customization. Like customization is a big factor for us. And since we can do so much now, we'll have all sorts of different things you can customize, including like the sky and the background and, you know, all that stuff. I think it's the end of those questions that we had compiled. We got a few more, and then I'm gonna go ahead and call it. One sec. Oh yeah, I can also our modeler's been working on the male player model as well. I can show that off too. We've been getting ready far with our character stuff.
Oh, also, Fui told us to tell the chat that he says hi.
What?
He's gonna be back in a couple hours.
Alright, so I got the next set of questions here. Talent99 asked, will there be day and night cycle? Yes, there'll be day and night cycle in the lobby. Condos, I think, will be something that you can set, like, because customization is really important for that, so you'll be able to set that. At least I would want that. Super Gamer XPS, will you be able to upload images and make custom posters? That's something that's a really interesting tool that we've talked about. I'm not sure if that will happen on launch, but that's something maybe that goes alongside of the workshop stuff, workshop tools that we'll be releasing. So stay tuned on that one. And will the day-night cycle be real-time to the server location? No, it will have its own like time. But also the server will be able to change the settings on that. There'll be lots of configurable stuff for that. So if you do want to make it real time, you can, but um, you can also make it so it's not. So it's not like a fixed thing. And I already answered that one. The official servers. Yeah.
Can I just add something real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I wanted to just make an addendum to Mac's statement about the funding. I've been asked multiple times by people why we're going to be selling this game for money or why we need funding. One of the primary reasons, at least for me, is that I am reaching a point where I need to find and hold down a full-time job that can pay me well enough to make a living wage off of. And I really want to be the lead programmer on this project and make Tower happen. But in order to do that, I need to be making money doing it. So it's an unfortunate scenario. It's not something that I really want, but it's why, at least for most of us, I think, for most of our developers, is why we need to sell the game to make money, get the initial funding so that we can work on it for the initial span, which is around, X number of months. I can't remember, but Matt can tell you. So every time that I get told by somebody, why are you selling this? Why don't you just go get a real job? It's like, if I get another job, I can't work on this.
We can't work on this game.
Yeah, and then it just falls apart. Like, it won't happen unless we're here to work on it. So
Yeah, this is a major project. Like, this is a really large project, and we need to dedicate our full time and attention to it. And especially since we want to add all this detail into it and make this really amazing, universe, we have to work full time, which means we can't have anything else on our plate. Which also means, we can't survive on that. So if we have funding, then we can actually work on this game like, true development. Because our transition from being modders to full-time game developers is now. Like, we don't want to be just modders anymore. We want to make really cool games, really. To put that very clear. So that's why we really need your help with funding so that we can work hard for you guys and make the Gmod Tower a spiritual successor that you guys really want, because we want it really bad too. So, and my throat's dying because I'm talking so much.
well, I can take over talking if you have something you want me to talk about for a bit.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
I think I got most of the questions. I'm looking through them all. Possible. Yeah. Kind of already explained the condo stuff a little bit.
Yeah, I just wanted to be really clear about the whole funding stuff, because that's starting to irritate me, specifically, like hearing people say that stuff.
Well, we understand. I mean, we used to make mods, but now we want to make
Right.
games.
And I
so
get that. I get that whole
games
like
cost money to make.
that whole like why you guys are selling out kind of thing. But really, once you start growing up and you need to move out of your parents' basement and find a job, the money becomes an issue. It becomes a factor. So, and I don't necessarily want it to be a factor, but it has become that, and that's why, at least for myself, I know I need to start making money, and I think a few of our other
Everyone does.
developers have to as well. So,
But the thing to take into consideration too is, this is no longer a mod. We don't have what you're seeing, that we've shown. We've created ourselves. Like, it's all custom made. It's not working off of a Half-Life mod, or everything has to be made from scratch. So that means a lot of development time has to be put into this, and a lot of our blood and sweat goes into this game. So it's no longer a mod, it's a game now.
Mhm.
So, and games need money, and we think that the most appropriate way to make our game that's a very community-based game is so that we have a one-on-one relationship with our community, and no publishers, none of that stuff, so that we can make the game that we want to make. without any restrictions or some middleman stepping in. So that's one of the reasons why we turned towards an original idea towards crowdfunding as opposed to other funding methods as well. So just wanted to add that on too.
Yes, we'll have custom bowling balls.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I wouldn't dream of not being able to do that.
Basically, everything that you think is customizable will probably make it customizable, because I really want to make
Customization's key.
everything customizable as much as possible, and it's just a matter of if we don't get it on the first launch day, we'll have updates. It's like, hey, you can customize this now. Like, cool, and we'll just keep adding to that, because it's an evolving game. Excuse me. Let's see.
There's some questions queuing up. Do you want to take another round of Q&A?
Yeah, I'm reading through the questions we had before. There's just so many questions. One thing you guys can do, if your question is not answered, but because there's just so many questions, go to forums.pixeltelgames.com. You can also get to it on towerunite.com. There's a link. Go ahead and go into the question sections and create a new thread, post the question, and we'll answer.
Yeah, we'll see
here.
it because when you post in the forum, it notifies us.
Yeah, we get
we'll
desktop notifications on that. So if your question's not answered here, don't feel bad, because we'll be around the clock answering questions on our forums. So, and that's something that's really new. That's gonna help bring the community together. Because I'm slowly dying here in voice.
There's a server question. I know how to answer that.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
I think we'll answer like 5 more questions.
Technical question. If you have technical questions about how the game works or how it will work in terms of like systems, like definitely ask me that. I'll answer those questions right now. Because I'm ready for questions. I like answering those questions.
We'll answer, I think, Zach, probably like 3 more questions, and we'll stop the stream, and then we'll tell him to go to the forums, I think.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like there's a few technical questions in here that I can answer.
All right.
Plus, I'll enjoy that.
We're just answering questions now.
I think that's what we should do in the future. Is just like catalog the questions in terms of technical questions and like questions about like the game stuff, and then like we'll split it up. That way you don't have to wear yourself out answering all the questions.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna post this here.
Yeah, so post questions for me like right now. If you, I know that you probably might have asked them already, but just post them again. I'll see them. I'll answer them as I see them on the chat. Because I don't have.
I don't have to do it now. I think.
Well, even if we're ending the stream, I'll stick around and answer them.
Yeah,
So,
I think we'll probably end the stream, and then Zach can stick around for any technical questions you guys have. He'll be in the chat.
Yeah.
Because we don't have anything else to show off, so we'll just have questions.
And also ask questions on the forums. It's probably better just to start asking them on the forums, because that way everyone will be able to see the answers.
Yeah.
Let's do that instead. All right. So if you have questions about technical stuff or questions about Tower Unite in general, go to the forum and ask them now. Like, I'll be in the forum. I'll see your questions and I'll answer them as quickly as I can. So do that.
Yep. And that'll be the end of our stream for now. We'll be posting the recording of the stream on YouTube. And yeah, just July 13th. Mark that on your calendar. That's when our IndieGogo is going to launch. And stay in contact on our forums. And
which sub forum do the questions go on? Do we
questions?
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys next Saturday because we're going to be doing streams every Saturday the same time that we started this one, and we'll be showing updates on this project. So thanks for coming around, and see you guys later.
See ya. Have a good night. If it's nighttime there. If it's not, then have a great
Yep.
day.
See you guys.
See ya.